welcome to the Miami Beach Bowl on ESPN as a part of Capital One Bowl Mania, a site that has so much football history. This is the old home of the Miami Orange Bowl, where there have been so many great college football memories. We're inside the Big League Ballpark, the home of the Miami Marlins, here today for the first ever Miami Beach Bowl, and it's BYU and Memphis, our matchup this afternoon. Hi, everybody.
4, 5, 6 plays with one group and then rotate them all.
A handoff, and the ball's on the ground. Memphis has the fumble recovery. And I don't know what happened there with Paul Lasike. BYU has suffered injuries in the backfield, and maybe it cost him there as Memphis comes up with the early turnover.
Yeah, it was just looked like a miscommunication. Well, nope, there was a defender from Memphis got a hand on the ball. Andrew Gaines is able to drop on it. You see right there the defender coming in, number 34.
So that could be another factor. Lynch from the shotgun on 3rd and long. After the turnover, he throws. He's got his man open. And it's a Memphis touchdown. Kewan Malone. And the Tigers in a bowl game for the first time in years, off to a great start. 33 yards from Paxton Lynch to Kewan Malone.
Well, that's about as easy as it gets, too. A 3rd and 8, just throwing a fade route down the sideline. But you mentioned it. You had just said it, Dave, talking about injuries to the secondary of BYU. Jordan Prater, one of their starters, a defensive back, out of the game. That was a backup plan.
Extra point, up, and good. So Memphis gets a turnover just a few plays into this Miami Beach Bowl, and they turn it into a 7-0 lead. Chance for 10 wins. They haven't done that since the 1930s. They had not won a conference title before this year in 43 years. There's a nice delivery over the middle. Taron Hauk with the catch for a BYU first down. So 1st and 10, BYU across midfield for the first time. Another play fake. And Stewart under duress throws wide open. Mitchell Juergens. Touchdown, BYU. 47 yards. And BYU's an extra point away from tying this game. Man, we've got action in the first few minutes.
I like it. BYU opening it up. Moving the ball down the field, set it up with a couple underneath passes. Good job by stepping up, too, by Christian Stewart in the pocket. Had some pressure, just avoided it.
So the extra point up and good from Trevor Sampson. BYU ties the game. Secondary. A good field position for the Tigers, and a nice delivery from Lynch inside the 25, caught by Frazier. So his second reception in a row. Another first down, Memphis. And this first quarter, sprinting right and throwing almost across his body, complete inside the 5 and just short of the goal line, barely. Brandon Hayes, the tailback. Lynch, a rare snap under center, and not handing it to Hayes. It's Lynch on the move. Can he get there? Dives. Lynch got to the pylon. Touchdown. Offensive fireworks continue here in the first quarter.
We talked about Paxton Lynch, that 6'7" frame. Watch him extend to full length. I think he got clearly a touchdown. He hit the pylon before that right knee hit the ground. That ball has crossed the plane, so that is a touchdown. That will stand up before the knee is down.
Yeah, they take a look upstairs just to confirm, and they do confirm.
Nice job. Nice job with body control to keep those knees up.
With you, a guy his size, it's impressive to watch him move. Extra point up and good.
Man, we're off to a fast start, aren't we?
I would say so. Memphis and BYU, two teams that like to hang their hat on defense. It has been all offense from Miami.
Guy that can wreak some havoc too.
2nd and 2. Stewart throws, and Juergens with the catch in traffic, and then he breaks a tackle. Juergens across midfield, and Mitchell Juergens A big play receiver already in this one for BYU. That is 33 more yards. Well, Matthews, he was talking before this game. He's got 5 catches already in the first quarter. Stewart in the pocket, throwing deep. Matthews is wide open after the defender fell down, and Matthews, touchdown BYU. Stewart off to a red-hot start, 9 for 9 and 2 touchdown passes, with the extra point coming to tie this game. That was quick phone call.
I love it.
Yeah, that was a good play. Another good drive. Sampson with the extra point up, and good. My goodness. Miami Beach Bowl has dialed up the offense here from South Florida. 7-16 still in the first quarter, a 14-14 game. For Memphis, 2nd and 11. Lynch showed a sprint right then, had his man wide open, the tight end Daniel Montiel, who lunges forward and gets the first down. So much of this first quarter offense come through the air. Paxton Lynch, wide open. His tight end, Alan Cross, out into the open field to the 20, and inside the 15, almost to the 10.
Boy, I love that play call. Just a little pop pass to the tight end Cross, the quick release from Paxton Lynch. Watch how quick this ball comes out of his hand. Watch the release. Just a pump fake to the flat and then comes right back over the middle of the field, almost to the end zone.
47-yard gain. Now Lynch keeping it with a little cut move, and the ball is out. BYU says they have it. The officials agree. And set up a punt from the Cougars' end zone. Plenty of time on the play clock. Stewart from the end zone will throw, and he's got his man caught for a first down. Taryn Houck outside the 30. A big conversion for
BYU team. It was a gut check.
Another 3rd and long. Stewart pressured again, and this time he's not going to get away. Jackson Dillon having a big first quarter.
Is he ever, man? He's been flying around the field.
Green team that's already won a bowl game themselves. It could be a real good bowl season for the MAC. Malone on the pitch back. I don't know if he was thinking about throwing it, but he's on the move. Cutting it back to the left side. Malone to the sideline. Kewan Malone. Now back to the middle and finally tripped up inside the 30. Wow.
I don't know, but the way this game is unfolded, you might be a little bummed you have to settle for a field goal.
This one will be officially 39 yards for Elliott. His kick is right down the middle. Perfect from Jake Elliott. And so the Tigers regain the lead. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. BYU's defense gets the ball back, and an interception. Stewart threw that one right to the defender, picked off, and the second turnover of this first quarter for the BYU offense. That was Derek Howard, the backup linebacker.
Remember earlier we talked about Christian Stewart reading the flat defender perfectly? That time he didn't. Number 29, Derek Howard.
Play just a loss of a yard. Good field position for Memphis. The interception on the final play of the first quarter. Now almost like a wide receiver screen, and Malone making more defenders miss. Good balance. He stayed on. Well, Alan Cross is definitely a leader on this team. Lynch, the quick hitter on the right side. That's Frazier. And Frazier inside the 15 down to the 12. Another 8-yard tight end. He'll also split out as a wideout. He'll play like an H-back, almost a fullback. The handoff and a first down inside the 5. Nicely done by Sam Kraft on that.
Way to do it.
First and goal, Memphis. Kraft in motion again. This time Lynch keeps it, and Paxton Lynch, powerful run into the end zone, touchdown. Another turnover by BYU's offense, and for the second time in this game, the Tigers turn it into 6 points. So the interception Derek Howard set it up, and look, my wish has come true. They're using the home run sculpture after the touchdown. They told me they were only going to do it at the very end of the game, not after a touchdown.
You got to get it going, though, right?
I lobbied as hard as I could, and they listened. The home run sculpture was whirling a few minutes ago as Memphis back into the end zone. Paxton Lynch, their quarterback, and the Memphis offense having their way in this Miami Beach Bowl. Tigers lead. They beat a pretty good Virginia team at the end of the year without Hill. They went on the road to Berkeley and beat Cal. Now the Bears had a lot to play for. Dash Cal's ball home, so there's that guy again. What a game for Jackson Dillon. That's his second sack. Point for BYU. The play was a first down, so it's 1st and 10, even though they lose that 15 yards of field position. Nice little pass out of the short flat of the tight end, Devin Mahina, turns it into much more into Memphis territory. BYU first down. He is a dynamic playmaker when he's right. BYU's offense, they definitely miss him. Not just Taysom Hill. Stewart with time throws middle and a catch. Now the ball squirts out. Was Brown. Memphis does. Their kicker, Trevor Sampson, has been fairly accurate, but they don't attempt long field goals. So they are going for it on 4th and 3. Big play for the BYU offense. Stewart will throw toward the end zone, and Wesley hangs on for the touchdown. And now a flag after the play is over. That took some guts on 4th and short. Stewart went for it all, and he delivered it.
Receiver going up in that part of the field. I mean, you can see the defender's trying to knock it out of his hands, but he just snags it from him. Bronco Mendenhall, who was battling a little cold, who was a little under the weather, will make you feel a little bit better right there.
The talents, a long 14-play drive. BYU punches it in on 4th down. Extra point, up and good. What a first half at the Miami Beach Bowl. Christian Stewart playing like Taysom Hill. BYU down by 3.
But he's been a force.
Just a sophomore, good player. Lynch on 2nd and long. Will scramble, stays on his feet, and then avoids the hit by going into the slide.
It doesn't look like he's that much of a threat to run the football, but he gets it done.
Lynch, shoulder fake, a lot of time, and he gets the pass complete. Good throw, good catch for a first down into BYU territory. Lynch, pressure, and finds Hayes. Trying to get to that first down mark, got a great block, and he'll get there. So that was Lynch making something happen. Hayes and his blocker out in front. So here is 1st and goal, and the Tigers think they got there. No signal. Yeah, touchdown, Memphis. Lynch punches it in, and the quarterback had a very nice drive out of the halftime locker room, made a bunch of big plays.
That's a big drive. You always want to see how a team comes out at halftime. How do they execute after getting a chance to talk with the coaches? And Memphis, a nice response coming out. Really balanced drive through the air and on the ground, able to establish that ground game. Lynch with that big frame, able to get it across the goal line.
3rd rushing touchdown of the game for the quarterback, his 13th of the year. The extra point up and good. There is a penalty on the point after attempt. We continue on both sides. These players are going at each other.
Offside. Defense number 12. That penalty is declined. The try is good.
There's
got Brandon Dowdy.
See where their broadcast booth is.
That's right.
I promise. Here's Algie Brown, who has been a tough runner for BYU. He gets a first down. Jackson Dillon has been a star. Stewart does have time, and he throws. It's intercepted. Bobby McCain with great defense. He read that all the way. The Tigers come up with the turnover.
You remember the touchdown early in the game when the defensive back fell down? Guess who it was? It was Bobby McCain, number 21, who just came up with that interception. That time, same exact route. They ran the post over the middle of the field. That time, Bobby McCain keeps his feet underneath him, reads the route. Christian Stewart seen him looking for the post, and Bobby McCain steps right in front of it. Good to see a player get some redemption after getting beat for a touchdown earlier because he got tripped up.
At the moment, doesn't feel like as much wind swirling around inside Marlins Park. 53-yard attempt. And the kick on the way. It is no good. It hit the crossbar a yard short. Perfect down the middle attempt by Jake Elliott, just not quite enough. So they try the long field goal, and Danny just by that much.
A little more oomph, might have had it. A little more breeze behind him. That's right on his range, too.
A big day goes into the shotgun. He has thrown 2 interceptions, though. Rolling left. And nowhere to go with the ball. He'll take a hit as he goes into a slide. No penalty flag thrown.
He is slow getting up. Now, BYU is thin at quarterback, to say the least.
He's a guy who worked and worked as the backup without ever getting into games behind Taysom Hill. Here's a throw, and it's complete into BYU territory. Great delivery from Paxton Lynch. And then the catch for Memphis. And Joe Craig with the long gain. 10 seconds on that play clock. Second and long. Looking middle. Throws middle. Caught. Touchdown. Alan Cross. And a rough sequence for Michael Davis, the sophomore for BYU. Tie the shoe, get back in there, and deliver a strike.
Paxton Lynch went all day to throw. Alan Cross had a bunch of big catches early. Another one.
Extra point up and good. So third down at 5.
Watch Austin Dillon, right? Jackson Dillon, he's had an incredible year.
Stewart could not even handle the snap.
That's been an issue today, too, for BYU. The quarterback-center exchange from the shotgun from Karoma. Had one over the head of Stewart, that one low.
Maybe than it would otherwise. They had a fly sweep play that went for a long gain. Lynch pressured again, scrambling. A pump fake, bought some time, and he gets the first down. Has made a big leap in performance this year. You figure the future is very bright for him. Here's Hayes, his biggest run of the game by 4 down the sideline. Hayes all the way for a touchdown. Now there is a penalty flag down. And Paxton Lynch is shaking his head. If it stands 60 yards to the end zone, I don't think it's going to stand.
Holding offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
So that penalty negates a 60-yard touchdown run.
Number 77, right there.
Headline. But it has been a year of adversity for BYU, that's for sure. Third and 19, first play of the fourth quarter, and Memphis content to keep it on the ground. Now Hayes may not be content with just settling for fourth down. He takes a big hit. And they need a 19, so he does not get that. Memphis will punt the ball back. Popeye's Bahamas Bowl. Always cool to check that out. Stewart, ball on the ground. He did recover. Took 2 more hits in that sequence. Ricky Hunter with the pressure. And they're just starting to beat up on Stewart and BYU.
Yeah.
Paxton Lynch and company. Memphis offense back on the field. Kind of heaves that one up. A bad decision. And an interception, BYU. And that is a very big play in this game.
Dave, you and I were just talking about last commercial break saying how impressed we've been with Paxton Lynch. He's played a great game, but this is simply a throw you cannot make. Watch him, he gets under pressure and then just heaves it really to no direction whatsoever. If you're going to throw it away. And really, you see 2, 3 BYU defenders there. And at this point in the game, fourth quarter, you got a comfortable lead. He knows it right there. He knows that was a critical mistake. BYU, now they have exceptional field position. By 10.
We'll see if they can take advantage of it. More pressure on Stewart, who throws, and what a catch by the tight end Mahina all the way inside the And in 2 plays, this game has changed dramatically. A very big fourth quarter play in this Miami Beach Bowl. Stewart looking end zone. There's Matthews incomplete, too high, trying for that big red zone target. But it's 4th down, and I would guess that BYU will take the 3 points.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a big hold for the Tigers defense. Now the 23-yard field goal try, up and good from Trevor Sampson. So the spectacular interception and then the big play downfield. BYU gets 3 points there within a touchdown. Low kickoff from BYU, down just a touchdown now. And Joe Craig with the kick return across the 25-yard line. Now flags thrown, the ball also squirted out. BYU saying they have the ball. Oh, we got all kinds of chaos.
Between the legs of a Memphis player, too.
So I think it was a legitimate fumble. The question is, did Memphis fall on it? No. We just haven't seen any signal in either direction.
The ruling on the field is a fumble by Memphis, recovered by BYU, first down.
Wow. Well, they'll obviously take a look at this. The ball was out, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it was loose. Before it hit the ground, or before his knee hit the ground, that ball was loose. Joe Craig coughs it up.
Well, the tight end in motion for BYU's offense. Great field position for a 2nd time in a row. Stewart, though, under pressure, finds his man inside the 10, Lasike. Okay, so an important point, and so the ruling was confirmed. Fumble recovery on the kick return by BYU, and now 1st and goal.
Yeah, can they finish this drive? This is exactly where they stalled before.
Exact same spot. Lasike, tough running. Lasike! Touchdown, BYU! And this time they do punch it in. An extra point away from tying this one up with 10:52 to go. Did he make it?
Yeah, he got it. Touchdown. Paul Lasike from Australia.
Ooh, I don't know. Look at that left knee. Now that angle, if we back it up, keep going back. Well, we'll wait. It won't matter.
It's touchdown.
Extra point up and good. Well, who knows? It might not have made a difference anyway, but 2 turnovers have totally changed this game. And BYU from 10 down in the 4th quarter has tied it up.
Paul Lasike from Auckland, New Zealand. 3rd and 8.
Lynch in the shotgun. The pass incomplete. He had his man open. That pass is caught. 1st down. Kevin Blackman with the catch.
Through it all, Christian Stewart, very positive, very vocal. Now on the sidelines, the message is keep fighting. We've got them where we want them.
Ine, screen pass, and another BYU 1st down right toward midfield.
A bloody nose, he's getting banged up. No one behind him really to come in the game at quarterback for BYU. He's got to play through the pain.
They just converted a 3rd and 10. Another 3rd and 10. That time he couldn't quite get it there to Matthews. Now whether that was the pressure or Matthews wasn't exactly where he thought it was, or is just an off throw.
Memphis time number 40.
And an interception. They were trying for the tight end. It's a BYU touchdown. Zach Stout with the pick 6. And now the comeback means BYU is out in front. Remarkable what has happened in these last few minutes. We're talking about 5 minutes of game action, and this ball game has turned around completely. That look sort of says it all for Memphis.
We talked about halftime adjustments. We'd seen Memphis hit their tight end down the middle of the field, Alan Cross, number 40, several times. That time BYU was all over it.
Extra point from Trevor Sampson. Amazing. BYU with a defensive touchdown has gone ahead.
Watch the tight end right down the middle of the field, but watch the two linebackers in the middle of your screen. They're going to step out, but then they've seen this before. And you see number 47, Zach Stout, steps right in front of it. He's seen it already. They've been beat by it for a big gain. He says, I'm not going to let it happen again. And Paxton Lynch as the quarterback. One thing we haven't seen recently is Paxton Lynch run the football. He had so much success earlier.
They hand it off, and Hayes with the extra effort will get the first down. Now that was gutsy.
That was big.
They got the first down. Again in the pocket. Got room to run if he wants to, and he will run, get the first down.
Do it again from here.
I think it's 4 down territory. They have not converted a third down in the fourth quarter. Lynch pressured again. On the move. Incomplete.
To go in at a certain rhythm, and it just breaks it up, breaks up the time. But this is where Memphis, their front seven needs to come up with a stop.
Another bad snap. That's at least the fourth of the game, and Stewart did well just to fall on the ball. That has been a huge problem. They're letting the clock wind. Under 3 minutes to go. Stewart from the end zone. They are going to throw the ball. Stewart has to just throw it away. So the clock will stop on the incompletion, and BYU is going to have to punt from the end zone. The decision by Justin Fuente to lean on his freshman punter, Nick Jacobs, has paid off.
Also, it's 3rd and 7. We've got to get the first down.
Well, definitely now it's 4 down territory. Here comes some pressure. Lynch throws, and incomplete. 4th and 7. 5-man rush. Lynch hit as he throws. It is caught with the coverage there somehow. Malone came down with the catch. First down, Memphis. Still no third down conversions in the fourth quarter. They do have the 4th down conversion.
I'd like to see Paxton Lynch on a run-pass option. Get him to the outside. Let him run the football a little bit.
3rd and 8. Lynch is going to run straight ahead. Lynch doesn't get there.
See, I like the run-pass option. That was a straight quarterback draw where he's keeping it on the ground the entire time.
Well, so much for being totally organized. There was a little confusion out of the timeout. There is the tight end. Lynch looking to throw on 4th down. Scrambling. Still looking. Still scrambling. Lynch throws it up. And it's caught! Touchdown! Kewan Malone! And now do you kick the extra point and tie? I think you have to.
Now that would be gutsy to go for it.
What a play.
That was just how they drew it up, right? What an unbelievable play by Paxton Lynch. Buying extra time. Malone comes open at the very last minute. Unbelievable. 8 seconds he ran around in that pocket.
They will try for the extra point. Now BYU calls a timeout.
They might want to make sure that you had mentioned it going for 2. There's not a fake or anything called.
It could be. Well, let's take a year. Another timeout for BYU.
They might be icing the kicker, which I have not seen on an extra point, but
Bronco Mendenhall is making college football history. Yes. He is trying to ice the extra point. The odds just are not in favor of he's used 2 of them. He's keeping one in his pocket. Extra point up and good. Man, and that I'll have to talk with Bronco Mendenhall
I'll let you do that
next season and ask him what was going on there. And who knows? Well, Stewart is throwing the ball. It's caught. What a catch by Matthews.
That was a dangerous throw.
So the play fake, another play fake. And Stewart is going deep for Leslie. Leslie is there. It's incomplete. Man, he was on the ball. It was knocked down, and that is how regulation will end. The first Miami Beach Bowl is going to overtime.
He had him open. I'm shocked that he was able to get behind the Memphis defense. Wow, if he leads him across the field, too, he might have been able to run under it. Look, if he leads him to the right side of the field, that was a heave. He threw that a long way in the air, too.
Yep.
In this spot.
Stewart, pressured. Lobs one up. It is caught! Well, I don't know. They say incomplete. My goodness, what an effort by Jordan Leslie, who had it pinned against his shoulder pad for what would have been an all-time catch. And the ball touched the turf.
Well, I thought he wrestled it away for a second. Bakari Oye is running stride for stride. Safety's coming over the top, too. He's got it on his shoulder pad.
Man.
I don't know. Right there at the very, very end. What an effort, though, from Jordan Leslie.
Wow.
Man.
We've had craziness. That was going to top it all. Long. 45 yards for Sampson. The hold, the kick on the way, and it is good. Wow. Well, they said it was his range.
It was his range right there.
Wow. Has the ball. Down by 3. Lynch is hit. The ball's loose, and the Tigers do come up with it. Daniel Montiel with the recovery. Bronson Kafusi with the strip sack.
Extra breathing room, too.
And I think they have big range. Lynch pressured again. Incomplete. 55 yards for one of the best place kickers in the country. Here goes. Snap, hold, kick, on the way. Does it have enough? It does! From 55, Jake Elliott ties the game and sends it to double overtime. Wow.
That is so big time from Jake Elliott. That would have cleared from 60. I mean, that was a bomb.
Maybe 65.
Oh, he absolutely crushed this. The 53-yard attempt at the crossbar, there was no doubt about this one.
2nd and 10. Lynch. That one is caught by Malone. Nice catch. Lynch had to hang in there again. He wiped the blood away from his face. Lynch on the move. Kind of a lob throw. Caught. Touchdown. Roderick Proctor.
Well, we have gone down the depth chart for Memphis. So many different receivers have pitched in, made great catches. We've seen Craig, Frazier, Malone. Now it's Proctor, the freshman. And he's down with it.
Yeah, I think he did keep that forearm under the ball. They will look at this to confirm the score up in the booth, but he kept that forearm under the football. So this should be a little more routine for Jake Elliott than 55 to tie and keep the game going. Extra point, up and good. My goodness.
Here we go. BYU's chance again. They got to respond.
2nd and 9 for Stewart and BYU. With time to throw over the middle. Intercepted. It's over. The Memphis Tigers get their 10th win of the year, and now we've got a fight on the field. was an emotionally charged game. We had lots of talking, pushing, and shoving, and now
they're going to need more bodies in there to get these players separated.
Yeah, I mean, this is ugly. Ugly. I mean, that's dangerous. That Memphis kid is in there almost all alone. No matter who's at fault.
You got to get the players off the field as soon as you can.
I mean, a spectacular game, a great game, and an ugly ending. And Mike, come on, you can't do that. Wow.
But you got to get the players off the field. I know you want to celebrate the ball, but you got to get the players off the field at this point.
Well, a horrible ending to what was a tremendous game. I mean, you can understand to a certain degree how emotionally charged this game was. And there were a lot of...
It was chippy the entire game. They were chirping back and forth. Memphis, when they won the game, they went over directly to BYU's sideline, started celebrating right in their face. But you have got to get their players off the field. Especially if you're BYU. Just take the loss, head into the locker room.
Well, you just don't want this to mar what was a memorable bowl game here tonight in Miami.
End of the game, it got ugly. You see it's kind of starting right here. Martin Defetti, number 97 for Memphis, takes a swing at a BYU player and then just got ugly.
Yeah, T-John Caroma, the freshman center, may have pushed him first. So it's hard to assign blame when it gets as ugly as it did. I'm sure there's blame to go around on both sides. Take a deep breath. The Miami Beach Bowl, the first Miami Beach Bowl, has come to a conclusion. Drama in South Florida. Memphis in double overtime, its first 10-win year since 1938. For Danny Cannell, Allison Williams, Dave Fleming saying so long from South Florida. Yeah, the tears of joy, of pain,